Last week, the girls went off, and by girls, we mean Quentin Tarantino. And since Quentin got his feud in just before the clock strikes January, we're going to get into that mess, plus all the other celebrity gossip that kept us going all 2025. Starting with you, Courtney.
Hey.
What was your, I'm not going to say favorite, what celebrity gossip consumed you?
Right now, what's consuming me is this Diddy documentary that came out on the Netflix.
Yeah, I have not seen it yet. I do intend to see it. So you jumped right on it,
This is
though.
my Chicago.
Okay.
You need to go and you need to, like, by the end of the week, you need to watch all the parts of it.
I'm going to suggest that Chicago is a pleasantly entertaining enterprise, and then
And
this
so
is
was this.
so harrowing.
It was very sad.
Yes.
But as someone that loves a good investigation, I had certain questions of mine that were answered.
Oh, okay.
Such as, who killed Tupac and Biggie?
Oh, it starts there?
It doesn't start there, but I definitely feel like by the end of it, you're going to feel like, oh, I have a couple fingers and I would like to point them.
Oh, my God.
Because I was like, get him! That's very much how I felt by the end of it. Is like, wow, that monster. Wow, I loved Danny Kane. How do I listen to them now?
Wow. I'm glad Aubrey O'Day is back. Yes. Thanks to that.
You need to watch that Aubrey O'Day part yesterday.
What was the biggest reveal from the Diddy doc? I assume it's chock full of them.
Oh my God, there were a lot of reveals. I think the biggest reveal was probably the fact that, according to the documentary, speculation, not confirmation, Diddy led Biggie to his death. Like, Biggie was supposed to do like interviews in London or the UK, and the person called Diddy and Biggie at their hotel room to make sure that Biggie was going to be on his flight, and Diddy was like, he's not going to London, and hung up on him. And then Diddy decided to throw a party in LA, and Biggie was shot that night. So if Diddy would have let Biggie do his job overseas, he would probably still be here.
Okay, well, that's nefarious enough. All right.
Yeah. That's literally the tip of the iceberg.
I feel like the cultural conversation around Diddy has boiled down to baby oil jokes.
Yeah.
And the idea of a freak off.
Yeah.
But it's like sort of like what the charges involved are so serious. I'm wondering if we're selling the situation short by being so glib about how terrible this is.
For me, it's like, Diddy was like charged for like a RICO and prostitution, right? But I mean, what about the alleged assaults? What about the alleged shootings that were covered up? What about, Aubrey O'Day? Like, there are so many things that are like, are you coming out of jail for real, Diddy? Because if this Tupac trial come out, allegedly, it's not looking good.
Oh, my God. Okay,
It's
a
not
lot to
looking
learn.
good.
Okay, we have to get also into this Quentin Tarantino business. Quentin Tarantino did an interview with Bret Easton Ellis. Already there should be a shiver running down your spine. But he was just, mouthing off as he loves to do. Quentin Tarantino is like the most famous and successful person ever who has podcaster energy. Just like going off. Like talking about his nerdy favorite things and being uncouth. But in this case, he out of nowhere was talking about how he loves the movie There Will Be Blood, except for the fact that as a two-hander movie, that is to say it stars two actors, Daniel Day-Lewis is amazing. And then he said Paul Dano, who is the other lead in that movie, is weak sauce and, in fact, the worst actor in SAG. Now, let me say something. The internet immediately jumped to Paul Dano's defense.
Good.
And he's been great in a number of things over the years, as far as I'm concerned. I love him in Little Miss Sunshine. I love him in There Will Be Blood. I did hate the movie Okja, which he starred in. And I sort of appreciate that Quentin said something so nasty so I could just evaluate his career and wonder if I agreed. But two things happen here that I have to say I actually like. It was nice to see everybody on the internet jump to Paul Dano's defense. And also, I wish celebrities were this nasty all the time.
They used to be.
Yeah. No, like they would give interviews to magazines or something, and they were maybe nasty in a blurb, and then it went away.
Or on Twitter.
Yeah.
Rihanna and Sierra used to go at it.
Oh, my God. No, Rihanna said, let me make quick work of you, Sierra.
I miss that.
Yeah.
Bring mess back to celebrity culture. Why was Quentin so mean?
It does feel a bit like personal.
They got beef or what?
Like, I guess my feeling is it would have been one thing if he was just like, he's bad in this movie, but then to call him the worst actor in SAG feels so extreme.
For me, as a person that is always looking for his next check, hi, I'm a content creator, I looked at that situation as not you messing with my money.
Yes. It felt like stop working.
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Quentin, you lucky you made Kill Bill. Because that's the only one I like.
Well, let me tell you. Well, I also kind of appreciate that Quentin Tarantino will just say things that I truly hate, and he doesn't mind that I'm going to hate him. Like, he for a time went after 2 different Judi Dench movies I'm obsessed with. He said that nobody is talking about Notes on a Scandal or Philomena. Queen, look me in the eye. You think I'm not talking about Notes on a Scandal or Philomena? Name one other thing I'm talking about.
Let me ask you this. Was Quentin being mean but right objectively?
Well, I guess my feeling is that phrasing that nobody is discussing these movies doesn't mean the movies aren't good. And also it's like, Quentin, you and your male friends are only going to be talking about movies with like shoot 'em up shit. Stop pretending like Judi Dench is on your lips anyway.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a rare moment of celebrity nastiness this year.
I thought that was nasty. So nasty and so rude.
Yeah.
The Real Housewives reference.
I'll let everybody else look that up. Also this year, we of course got the Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ad situation.
Bless her.
I guess.
Bless her. I literally just interviewed her last week.
How did it go?
Well, we gonna look at that footage. Why did she stay silent for so long?
And why is she so offended when people are like, well, people assign motives to me that weren't my motives? I'm like, well, we wouldn't have had you done interviews about it.
Speak up and speak out.
Oh, don't worry. Luckily, Sydney Sweeney did speak out very recently. She said, I was honestly surprised by the reaction. I did it because I love the jeans and love the brand. I don't support the views some people chose to connect to the campaign. Woo, what a brilliant response and so specific. I'm inspired. What are the views? Like, say it by name.
Yeah, that was a very PR response. Sydney, it's getting hot. We need you to say something. Call People Magazine then.
There's also seems to be a growing resentment about her as like this ubiquitous actress, like somebody who gets to be in 11 movies a year.
Yeah.
She's having this like prestige moment with this boxing movie, Christie, that people seem to be not excited about the movie or not excited about her like jumping into the Oscar fray. So I just feel like as a moment right now, we're all a little, I hate using the phrase over it, but like finding the whole thing sus with her.
There's just a better way she could have gone about it.
Yeah.
You know, and bless you, Sydney. It's not looking good. It's not looking good.
I love when you look to camera and tell celebrities, look out, queen.
I'm just like, you know, I'm sure you're a beautiful person, but it just wasn't, it didn't look good.
She was good on White Lotus. She was good on White Lotus. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
not good in that ad.
Also, the actual ad itself, the Sydney Sweeney has great genes. I understand that the internet immediately jumped on that and it felt like an out of control, chaotic situation, maybe before we even got proper dialogue about what actually occurred. That said, they should have fucking known better than Sydney Sweeney has great genes. I understand at the heart of advertising is puns.
Of course.
Like, I get it. But at the same time, the implications of the pun, I think, were evident. So, I mean, it does feel crazy to me that it ended up going public as an actual ad campaign.
I'm like, if I were Sydney, I just think that I would have immediately come out and been like, I see what y'all are saying.
Yes.
That ain't me, though.
Right.
That ain't me, though. Like, something. Instead, we got silence, and she's replaced by Martha Stewart. And her heavy eggnog, I keep seeing all over my Twitter timeline.
Yeah.
Like,
and always a denim shirt
Martha, you
unbuttoned to
drinking?
here.
Yeah.
You know?
So, I mean, bad move on American Eagle's part and Sydney Sweeney's part, because I feel like she should have spoken up way sooner.
It's also one of those things where maybe if they just had like 6 different people in the ad campaign and it wasn't just one blonde, blue-eyed woman, maybe things would have been a little bit different. But it's like, again, what you're saying, it's evident what the messaging was. So just respond to that accidental messaging and say, that's not me.
And by having one person, it felt intentional.
Yeah.
American Eagle, love y'all down.
I'm going to say,
I was 16, but y'all tried it on that one.
No, and by the way, I'm from the Midwest. Nothing I want more than to walk through a mall and try on like jeans that are hip high with a spangled belt, like from Charlotte Russe.
Not Charlotte Russe.
Oh, honey. I am the wet seal.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Charlotte Russe and Wet Seal. Bless them. And Forever 21.
Oh, yeah. Get my ears pierced and get them infected right there in the store.
Not this.
Yeah.
What in the Claires is going on here? Bless them.
Claire, if you're out there, come on, keep it.
You know.
Today's episode is sponsored by Strawberry.me. You know that feeling, that nagging sense that something in your life isn't working? Maybe it's your job, doesn't excite you anymore. Maybe it's your routine, every day feels the same. Maybe it's your goals, they always seem out of reach. Well, instead of making a change, you tell yourself, I'll figure it out later. Figure it out. And not the show starring Summer Sanders. Miss it. Stop waiting and start making progress with Strawberry.me coaching. Strawberry.me isn't therapy, and it's not just advice. It's a success strategy for your future that helps you set clear goals, build a real roadmap, and follow through. Because let's be honest, knowing what to do and doing it are two different things. Strawberry.me matches you with a certified coach who helps you tackle career changes and big life decisions. If you're stuck, this is how you move forward. Go to strawberry.me/keepit and get 50% off your first coaching session. That's strawberry.me/keepit. Keep It is brought to you by Soul. Cold nights, cozy blankets, and Soul's out-of-office gummies, there's no better cold weather routine. If you're a Keep It listener, you might throw on Mildred Pierce or Shrek 2, grab a gummy, and unwind. It's the perfect self-care ritual that keeps you calm through the holiday chaos. Soul is a wellness brand that believes feeling good should be fun and easy. Soul specializes in delicious hemp-derived THC and CBD products designed to boost your mood and help you unwind. Their best-selling out-of-office gummies were designed to provide a mild, relaxing buzz, boost your mood, and enhance creativity and relaxation. With 5 different strengths, you can tailor the dose to fit your vibe, from a gentle 1.5 milligram microdose to their newest 15 milligram gummy for a more, shall we say, elevated experience. And if you like their out-of-office gummies, try the new out-of-office beverage, a refreshing, alcohol-free alternative that's perfect for winding down on the couch or socializing with friends. Soul also has a variety of products specifically designed to help you get a better night's rest, including their top-selling Sleepy Gummies, a fan favorite for deep, restorative sleep. Bring on the holiday cheer and treat yourself, or someone you love, to Soul this season. Right now, Soul is offering my audience 30% off your entire order. Go to getsoul.com and use the code KEEPIT. That's getsoul.com, promo code KEEPIT for 30% off. Okay, this talk show, Jimmy Kimmel Live, which weirdly I write for and will be going to work after this podcast, was kicked off the air via the FCC, through Disney, via Donald Trump. And
what was that like?
I have to say, the thing that still lingers with me about this whole situation is that everybody reacted so quickly with the cancellations. Sometimes you feel like nobody is paying attention to anything going on. You know, like even as like a pop cultural person, do I lose myself in this pop culture bubble to, you know, prevent myself from realizing what crazy and insane realities are out there? In this case, people listened to something happening in pop culture and did the correct progressive thing immediately. And so it sort of changed what I thought of what's going through people's heads in America right now. I was pleasantly surprised, is all I'll say.
Here's the thing. I just don't think that the president should be controlling what we watch and what we consume.
That's such a controversial statement because I feel so comforted when he chooses for me.
That's just like, for what? Not a fan of it. It made me uncomfortable because it made me feel like if one day I were in a position to have a platform like that, I wouldn't be able to speak my mind. And one thing about me, I'm gonna get to the mess. So the whole situation made me feel like, that literal sound. You know how Marge Simpson be like,
yeah,
that's
right.
how I felt about it.
Well, it's so weird because it's just a show about jokes. It's joking about anything.
What do you expect?
You know, and but when you elect somebody whose entire, I guess, strength or what people like about him is his rabid defensiveness, then the jokes are like he considers, you know, a capital offense. And so he's going to come after just jokes, even though it's like we're all saying jokes all the time. You know, imagine getting through the day without joking.
I have something to say, and this may be controversial.
I bet it won't be.
It's very interesting that Donald Trump can't take a joke, but didn't he just try to revive Rush Hour?
Right.
You got to understand the concept of a joke if you want old-ass Jackie Chan flipping around again, don't you?
You would think he was a fan of comedy. Well, also
that's just like I was like, but you just tried to give Jackie Chan another check. You understand comedy?
Also, by the way, once upon a time in the 2000s, Donald Trump would be a guest on Jimmy Kimmel Live.
He was on the WWE.
Oh, everything. But he would sit in the chair and say to Jimmy, "I'm a huge fan of you," and it's like he's a huge fan of everybody who's on his side with him. So the idea that he's sitting here pretending like he hates the comedy of Jimmy Kimmel or like whatever his stand is just so transparently stupid. The transparent stupidity at the heart of this is, I think, what's most maddening. How do you feel about this Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni ongoing situation?
I don't, and I want Taylor Swift. Either. Leave Taylor Swift out of it. That's my opinion.
Well, I'm going to say it.
Leave my sister out.
That was sort of the most provocative part of it, because she was called into court.
They was like, we need those text messages, girl, between you and Blake Lively. And I'm not even sure what happened with that, but I know that.
And it's because you both have long hair. Like, why?
Here's the thing. The movie came out. Was the movie good?
Who's to say?
I'm kind of glad that you have not seen it. I feel like the only one. All of my friends are like, "Oh my god," but I've seen it, and I'm like, "But this is."
It's just not important.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, Blake Lively specializes in movies I'm not going to see.
I can't tell you one Blake Lively movie I've seen. Last time I watched Blake Lively, she was with Gossip Girl.
Well, I'll say I did enjoy Blake Lively in The Age of Adeline, a crazy time travel movie where Ellen Burstyn played her granddaughter. Look it up. And Harrison Ford is in it. One of the rare times we pulled him out of whatever woodshed he spends his time in.
Not the woodshed.
Yeah. No, but like that is like one of those entertainment stories where the people that I felt were most opinionated about it were being informed by like Candace Owens' podcast or otherwise don't care about entertainment, period, but got sucked into this drama.
And what side, like, is there a right side in this?
know,
because
right.
I honestly have just been like, I care so little about their beef that I don't even know. Like, people feel very passionately about either side, and I'm like, just leave Taylor out of it. And we're good.
It reminded me of the Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation where it's like suddenly people who I'm positive had never heard of Amber Heard otherwise were like, sure, she should be like put in the Iron Maiden, you know.
Not the Iron Maiden. Here's the thing. I hope there will be a resolution. Whatever the resolution is, I don't care.
Right. That's just it. I don't know where it
Like,
would
is that
land
wrong
that
to
feels
say?
good. No. Also, do you like the song We Need a Resolution by Aaliyah?
Yeah.
It's so
Oh my
good.
God, yeah. Immediately I was like, wait, what song is that? I like that song.
From her last album. Yes.
Shout out to Timbaland, but actually don't.
He had his time.
He liked the TikTok of one of mine once a really long time ago, but the AI music stuff. Bless you.
Yeah.
You know what I am interested in?
Go ahead.
Love Island.
I'm sure. Well, as anybody who watches even one episode is, like you get sucked in. Yeah.
Do you know about Nico Landria?
We had an episode where we got into that quickly. I saw the recap of Nico Landria, which was exhausting.
A beautiful love story crafted by production, allegedly. Love them both. Kim Kardashian was hanging out with Nick of Olandria. Nick of Olandria.
And Kim of All's Fair.
Literally Kim of All's Fair. Shout out to All's Fair. And I guess she got on the phone with North because North is a really big Love Island fan. And instead of like fanning out and being like, oh my God, Nick, you're shirtless with my mom, blah, blah, blah. Immediately North was like, and where is Olandria? And did you break up with her? Because the internet has been ablaze with these rumors that Nico Landria is like a PR relationship that is now over. The contract is up, allegedly. And, you know, Alandria is off to do her Vogue things and continue her career. And Nick is to DJ and hang out with Kim Kardashian and do the whole, you know, mom's little meatball thing. That he has like a t-shirt that says like mom's little meatball or something like that.
I love how Northwest is just Courtney Revolution. Just like calling and saying, but what about this? What about this thing that you're supposed to have done?
I never felt so proud of a celebrity child. Because I was like, get to the goods. Like, we don't have time for, oh my God, how are you? You're going to see Nick again. We need to know for the group chat. Is Nico Landria together? And were you the cause if y'all broke up? And Nick was like, oh no, we're together.
It
We're
does.
fine. I didn't break up with her.
Meanwhile, I feel like you can always detect when a couple is over. Like the media is there or it's not. You know what I mean?
They were together a lot in the beginning. And now it's just like, oh, Alandria has the cover of blah, blah, blah. Oh, Nick is hanging out with blah, blah, blah. But we don't see them together.
Yeah, the passion's gone.
Even at the F1 weekend, it was like Alandria was over here with this brand and Nick was over here with this brand, but we never saw them. Even during downtime, we never really saw them.
That seems like confirmation to me. I also, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't feel like we've had much of a sense of North as a personality. So this was like a great leap onto the page.
Outside of the TikTok, we don't really know much about her. The TikTok and the fashion sense.
Yeah.
Because she loves a good platform boot and she loves a teal hair moment.
Oh, okay.
I said, okay.
How very The Hunger Games.
Very Hunger Games.
Yes.
I support you, Northwest.
Okay, what other celebrity gossip did we miss this year? Maybe that was all of it. I could be wrong. But shout us out in the comments. Tell us what disturbed you, riled you, entertained you. And we'll be back with Keep It. Keep It is brought to you by Acorns. There's not much you can do about the money you've got now, but if you want to do something about the money you could have tomorrow, Acorns wants to help. And with the Acorns Potential Screen, you can find out what your money is capable of. Acorns is a smart way to give your money a chance to grow. Acorns is easy. You can sign up in minutes and start automatically investing your spare money, even if all you've got is spare change. Acorns grows with you. Whether you're just starting out or thinking about settling down, Acorns supports your big and small goals across every life stage. The Acorns potential screen shows you the power of compounding and how your money could grow over time. Plus, you can quickly adjust how much you're investing every day, week, or month to make sure you're building towards your goals. Acorns is all-in-one, no more finance apps cluttering up your phone. With Acorns, you can invest, save, and give your money a chance to grow in one trusted place. So I'm irresponsible. I would say I spend money all the time when I shouldn't be, whether it's on a shirt, whether it's on a plane ticket, I just go for it. Meanwhile, Acorns says you can save money automatically, just as automatically as you spend it, irresponsible Lewis, and you can do it with the Acorns potential screen. So it actually is something of a lifesaver and gives me a sense of control and calm that I otherwise wouldn't have. Sign up now and Acorns will boost your new account with a $5 bonus investment. Join the over 14 million all-time customers who have already saved and invested over $27 billion with Acorns. Head to acorns.com/keepit or download the Acorns app to get started. Paid non-client endorsement compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns. Tier 2 compensation provided. Potential subject to various factors such as customers' accounts, age, and investment settings. Does not include Acorns fees, and results do not predict or represent the performance of any Acorns portfolio. Investment results will vary. Investing involves risk. Acorns Advisors LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/keepit. Keep It is brought to you by Planned Parenthood. Culture isn't just movies, music, or who got snubbed at the latest award show. It's the values we live by, and right now, those values are under attack. The Trump administration and Congress defunded Planned Parenthood, jeopardizing health care for 1.1 million patients across the country. Iconic behavior if villain era is the vibe you're going for, but Planned Parenthood isn't backing down. They're still fighting to provide non-judgmental care like birth control, cancer screenings, abortion, and more to millions of people. And they can keep doing it because people like you show up. Whatever you give helps Planned Parenthood protect care and keep patients covered now and into the future. Show up for patients, show up for rights, show up for the values you actually believe in. Go to PlannedParenthood.org/defend and make a gift today. That's www.PlannedParenthood.org/defend. And we're back with our favorite segment of the episode. It's Keep It. Courtney, you were born for this segment. Who are you saying keep it to?
I am going to say keep it to the fans of the television program Vanderpump Rules.
Oh, what are they doing?
Well, let me set the scene. Vanderpump Rules is a television program where a bunch of young people work for Lisa Vanderpump, but now they have aged out of the show because they've made their money and it's time to move on to the Valley. So Lisa Vanderpump said, well, we're not eliminating that stream of income. Here's a new cast. And the audience immediately hates them. That's a problem for me. Everybody has their first time on reality TV. Everyone gets their shot. And I would hate to be the fresh new face on one of the biggest shows on a network like Bravo and immediately be hated. Before the audience has even seen a full episode, people writing dissertations, making videos about how trash the show is, how awful it's going to be. And then at BravoCon, I sit amongst my people, the Bravoholics, and the episode was fantastic. It was great. I thought it captured a lot of the spirit and the energy of the original, and I really need the audience to let the kids have their moment. You're 40. You're 40. And maybe when Vanderpump Rules started, you were maybe like 30-something, late 20s. Maybe you've aged out, and you need to let the kids have the stage and find their audience.
Wow. You Vanderpumped the shit out of them.
Damn right.
Oh, my God. Let me just say, I have friends who work at Tom. Is that one of her establishments?
Yeah.
These are people who aren't even on the show. They are out of their motherfucking minds. I can't believe they function in society. Also, it's like you go in there and it's like the loudest club of all time and you're trying to eat like popcorn shrimp or something. I don't know. It's like so manic.
$30 cocktail?
Yes, right.
Plate of flatbreads?
So I'm just saying, if my friends aren't on this show and they're that crazy, this cast must have something.
Oh, they're giving off episode 1. Like, y'all might be a little bit certifiable, and I need y'all to collect y'all coin. Thank you.
What is your favorite Bravo show right now airing new episodes?
My favorite Bravo show right now is... The Bravo gays are going to get me. I'm going to have to choose between Real Housewives of Potomac and Salt Lake City, and I'm going to say Potomac.
How come?
The reason why is because the star of the show, in my opinion, Karen Huger, was in jail during this last season that was taping, and the show has been the best it's been without the leader. And to me, I think that's what makes a great show. Like, Salt Lake City's fine. They're also missing their leader, but she's not coming back. She defrauded the elderly.
Right.
And, you know, they're having a great season, but I don't know, something about Potomac, and Stacey's on that show, my favorite Bravo celebrity. So, I mean, I'm going to watch Stacey every week.
Also, to our elder millennials out there, this is just like the show A Different World, where Lisa Bonet was the lead, but then she left, and then the show got better. It can't be explained.
It literally can't be explained. We would never want Karen Huger to leave, but damn, the show is so good without her this season.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. My keep it this week is to a show we have discussed a lot already. It is to episode 3 of the show Heated Rivalry. Have you been watching Heated Rivalry?
I haven't, but I've been told that I need to be alone.
Yeah.
With a lotion.
Yes. Well, also, let me just say, this is what's concerning about this TV show. It is like very hot, sexy, or whatever. I don't need to be watching something that's hot and sexy that everyone is watching. Like, to discuss something that hot with, like, your girlfriend or, like, you know, your cousins or something is, like, so vile, you know?
Is it graphic?
You see some ass.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm not saying you, like, it comes out at you in 3D.
Is it more graphic than early 2000s Queer as Folk?
About on par, from what I remember. Because I'm picturing the blonde kid on that show. I remember seeing his butt, or like Brian Kenny on that show. Yes, yeah. Well, it's also more actual sex than you get on that show, even though there are naked people on the show.
Okay.
But you're right, Showtime in the 2000s was a very special thing. But my keep it specifically is to episode 3 of this show. Okay, I can't explain it. In the first 2 episodes, it is this pulpy romance between 2 closeted athletes, and I don't know how they do it. I think by sheer virtue of the performances, it transcended the trappings of a gay rom-com. Like, it was like sexier than you expected and more fun than you expected. This episode, they move on to 2 different characters. It's this other closeted hockey player and this barista he meets. And somehow it moved back into Hallmark territory. I don't know what it is, if the actors just don't have as much chemistry or it just felt like a storyline I had seen before. Because honestly, there's nothing really that compelling about I'm a closeted athlete and I find another hot guy and I can't be open with him.
I saw that on Degrassi.
Precisely. It feels old. It feels like the 2000s. And I don't really know what it is about the first 2 episodes that didn't feel dated. But this does feel dated, and I need them to get out of it because they're losing me.
Well, do we know how many episodes total it is? Or
it's like in the 8-ish territory, I believe.
Maybe like the next 2 might be like that, and then it's going to get hot again.
Right. And I need them
You're
to
like, I
kick
want
up
it
the
hot
heat.
the whole time.
Right. No, I want to be sweating. I want to look like, you know.
Not the sweat.
Yeah, right. No, I want to look like I'm on Hot Ones at like the final 5 minutes.
I'm dead. I need to watch this. Everyone has been like, Courtney, this is like it.
I truly felt like I had no choice because it took over my algorithm so hard. It was like, I need to make sense of just these pornographic-esque images I'm seeing.
Sheesh. I'm glad I went to a hockey game last week, or else I might have been in there like, where's the heated rivalry up in here?
Yeah.
You know?
Also,
get to it.
My brother is a hockey stan. He met his wife on his own hockey blog. I just want to say that I'm so happy not to bring up this TV show to him. We will not be bonding over this television series. Jim, much as I love you, he lives in Copenhagen. Stay over there. We can't breach this conversation.
Stay over there.
Stop. Courtney, thank you so much for being here today. You were a delight. And as you know, you have your marching orders. You'll be watching Chicago before you get to your car.
I will be watching Chicago. That I 100% will do.
Where can we find you online if we want more of your insane ideas?
If you want more pop culture and sports style and mess with me, you can find me on Instagram at Courtney Revolution and on the tickety-tockety at Court Revolution.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you to the marvelous Diane Kruger for being here. Love her new show, Little Disasters. We will see you next week with, I believe, our last episode of the year. So get all your tears in order, Ariana Grande fans. That's not how that song goes.
No tears left to cry.
No, there will be no tears left to cry by the time we're done with the episode. There, we did it. We'll see you next week.